Okay, Dean. Looking ahead to Carrick Rangers on Saturday. Never an easy place to go, but now with the added, I suppose, influence of Stephen Baxter being named the manager during the week. Just how difficult a game is it in prospect this weekend?
Yeah, it's a difficult game. It's a difficult game at any time of year to go to Carrick. We know the conditions. We know the pitch is a completely different surface to what we're playing on. But we have to adapt. And as you mentioned there, they do have a new manager come in, and it's his first game. And I'm sure that mentality of a team that's been struggling seems to flip, and they get a response in football. Sometimes it happens, so we have to make sure that doesn't happen on Saturday.
Yeah, you've been a player yourself, so you probably have been in changing rooms where there is a change of a manager. They always talk about a manager bounce. What effect does a new person coming into a changing room do in terms of the playing personnel? What kind of reaction do you get?
I think it adds uncertainty. Players are worried whether the new manager fancies them, and players want to make a good first impression. And I think that's the be all and the mentality from the players' perspective, and that's why sometimes you see a reaction, an initial reaction. It's whether that sustains or not. But Carrick will be difficult no matter who the manager is, no matter what situation it is. They've just beaten Cliftonville 2-0 at home, and we're going to have to be at our best to get something out of the game, and we'll concentrate on ourselves and get our own house in order.
Yeah, I was going to say, because there will be a lot of attention on the game given Stephen Baxter's return. So how important is it for you as a management group and a group of players just to go there and cut out all the background noise and just focus on what you have to do?
Yeah, of course. We just have to focus on ourselves and look at our previous games, areas where we can improve on. We give away 2 slack moments at Crusaders, and it cost us 3 points. If we can create as many chances as we did at Seaview, I'd be delighted going into Carrick, and it's just about converting them then. And when you're away from home at times, there'll be difficult periods. You just ride that out. That's where you get togetherness. That's where you need the team to be strong. And we'll go there with a real plan to go and win the game.
Is it a case, Dean, of getting and being more ruthless at both ends of the pitch as well? You mentioned the chances that Coleraine had and didn't take, and also then the goals that were conceded at Seaview, which were poor from your point of view. Is it just a case of just getting the guys to be more ruthless at both penalty areas?
Of course, yeah. That's where games are won and lost in both boxes. And you said we're a very good team between both boxes. Defensively, I thought we were superb against Crusaders, to be honest. There was just moments where we put the ball at risk. We gave away a goal, which is not necessary. In the first goal, the second goal comes from our throw-in. Apart from that, they had one long-range shot from Clark. So defensively, we were sound. It's just important moments that cost you in games at top-level football. As you said, we will create chances. It's just about converting them, and the signs are there that if the forward players can keep getting in there, the goals will come.
It's a tight league, and particularly in the mid-range there as well. Coleraine got in back-to-back league defeats, but a win on Saturday would propel you quite a bit up the table as well. Any concerns over the back-to-back defeats?
No, not at all. I'll say it's disappointing, but I think there's a lot of teams crying out for consistency, crying out for points because it's so tight. I think we're 6 or 7 points off the top, and there's loads of permutations. If you win a game, you can go up 3 or 4 if you lose. It's not really in my mindset of checking league tables constantly at the moment. We're just trying to be as consistent as we can, get as many points on the board as we can, early as we can into the season. And as you said, it's the first part of the season. We're hoping to see progress. We're hoping to see performances, individuals improving, and we move forward.
In terms of team player availability for this weekend, you're probably pleased that a number of players got a good run out on Tuesday in the Northwest. Win over Limavady. Graham Kelly back from injury, and Aidan Tejeda also back from injury. So will they come into the reckoning for Saturday?
They might. Graham will be a doubt. We gave him 45 minutes. He hasn't played a lot. Obviously with Kyle's suspension, we're under a little bit of pressure there, so Kyle McLeod will definitely not play. Jamie McGonigal hasn't trained all week. He'll probably miss out. We've got 1 or 2 others that are struggling for fitness reasons and knocks. we'll assess over the next 48 hours. So we're a wee bit uncertain in that regard. Numbers. It was really good to see Aidan Tejeda back, who put in an excellent display. A lot of good young players performed at a high level, and that's what we're about. We're a young squad. We're about developing young players. That's the mantra of the club now moving forward. Kenzie Kirst done well. Senan Devine was super. Corey Smith, Kyle Spence got goals. So we're looking to tie it all together now and bring that into the league on Saturday.
Just finally from myself, it was announced yesterday, I think I heard you on the radio Ulster yesterday as well, with one of our new financial investors at the club. Off the field, I mean, it's a welcome thing, isn't it, when you see new investors coming on board with what's happening? Yeah,
I think as this club is a massive attraction for investors, and we're wanting to attract that investment into the club so we can try and push on. As you said, we're only 2 or 3 months into the new structure, the new programme. We're not going to start firing big transfer windows. We're trying to build a team for the future, and we're trying to be measured in the approach in regards to this is year one. When the investment comes, how they do the finances will be determined by the board and the finance committee. But we welcome all the investment we can to help try and improve things, not just on the field. There's so much to improve off the field with facilities, with making the changing rooms, the environment for the players the best we can, by making the match day experience the best we can for the supporters, and it's about growing as a club on and off the pitch.